and love. Peace. The path of avoiding pain, part 2. The path of avoiding pain. Mm, mm, mm. Family, I gotta come in on this again and talk about this because I'm just tuning in, y'all, to this aspect and how deep the dynamic of looking for love outside of yourself or looking for God outside of yourself, how that actually looks like. And I'm telling y'all, man, a beautiful queen shared this quote with me. Out of the deepest, darkest darkness is the brightest light. And I need to put that right there because I need to speak to this in the way that I'm learning into it. Because I can't wait until I figured it all out. I just gotta let y'all know what the time is right now. And whoever's watching this video is gonna be the perfect time at that time. Alright, y'all. So, in the first video, I explained how the path of avoiding pain basically reflects around the dynamics of the New Age corresponding observations in context of spirituality. Why I say it like that? Because there's only the sacred knowledge of God in the world. There's only the sacred knowledge that love is. There's many interpretations of it to bring it into tangibility. But this part of it that we've been talking like was like just, just like being comfortable, or in the sense of like being just I don't want good vibes around me, that's like some shit that I took in and I didn't really make the right choices around that. Why do I say it this way? Because I feel like as I progress in my awareness and my development in my consciousness, I had a prompting in my spirit, which was like, all right, I know who I am. I know what this vessel is, and I know what to do with it. Then I know how to correspond myself in the dynamics of economics utilizing these social media phones and computers and screens and things so I can generate my own income. So I have a lot of different knowledges because I've spent or truly invested all the energy and time into acquiring these awareness so I could build my skills in those areas so I could leverage the fucking world. And then I had a prompting in my spirit, which was, oh, our folks need to know this. My brother, my sister needs to know about this. And I've already shared it online, but it's like the frequency of really, you can't touch what you're not vibing with. It's like you can't meet me where you're not at. You know what I'm saying? So if I post the videos, you're not going to engage them, or you're not going to find your mind ready to engage them because you're just not at that frequency type of thing. So it's like building the frequency at a different rate for individuals. Everybody's growing at their same own pace. Like nobody grows at somebody else's pace. You know what I mean? Everybody always grow at their own same pace. Their pace can change, but it's theirs the same. And you have to grow with people. And I heard a statement too that just came from my spirit, but it's really a memory. And it's corresponding to a woman who was a pastor, and she made a statement. I don't know where it's from, but it goes like, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go long, go together. And I get it. Why? Because the dynamic of going fast means you got to go and come back. But I already knew I was going to do that. I feel like I knew I was going to do that. Because I was like, well, y'all don't want this? I'll see you later. But then it's always that hand that wants to reach back in the dynamic, but it's reaching across because you understand that the individual and where you see them is exactly where God is, because you see God in that individual. So you basically hold the vibration. You don't have to go anywhere, but you hold the vibration in a way that they can reach into it. So this brings the dynamic of loving your neighbor as yourself in the frame of you are your neighbor once you understand who you are. And then the most important neighbor, I feel like it's my mother. And I also felt like she was my biggest problem. But then at the time, didn't think I was the solution for her because she was constantly and actively rejecting the knowledge and the actuality, like the practice. Oh, why are you eating that? Or why are you not eating that? You know, just all the questions, but not really holding space for the answer. Um, so I was like, well, I'm going to take my business somewhere else about this dynamic in the sense of I'm not going to put my energy into trying to convey something that's not being interested to be seen, you know? So here we are. But in the same hand, that feeling tone within the individual needs to be love and not let me get away from, because that's what the vibration I had was. And it's such a gentle process. Really depends on what your parent or parents has experienced in their childhood and growing up themselves. Not to have social media, not to have um, YouTube channels of therapies and all these kind of things, not to have enlightenment podcasts and people streamlining books and audio form, and you know, didn't have all of these things to be able to discern and deduce the qualities of emotion in a time, and didn't have all the things to just pull up a Google search, you know. And then, you know, we all got that internal search, which is the main engine, you feel me? So, you know, log in to www.me, you feel me? And you can get lots of answers that way. But I can understand at that time people probably wasn't even being encouraged that, because they was all being um, you know, mob brainwashed with bullshit. So, you know, you go inside to the software is full of bullshit because you've been forced to do a whole bunch of shit. And I can understand, you know, and it took me some time to understand because I felt like, oh man, this shit is so deep, y'all. This shit is so deep. But I know there's going to be a part 3. I know there's going to be a part 3 to this because I'm just feeling so clear about it, but I'm so investigative. It's almost like a room that's so dark. It's like a house that's so dark. I done seen 2 of the rooms, and I'm like, damn. About the shit that I seen in these 2 rooms, I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I search this house, but I gotta inch every inch of this bitch. I know I got to, because I can't let it be in my I can't let it be unaware in my mind. I can't let that. So basically, the moral of this is bringing the knowledge to the deepest parts of an individual. And every single person walks through the door of a womb in order to get here. And only women have those. So here comes another scripture: honor thy father and mother, and your days shall be long. You really want to honor your mother and your father, just however you like. But why I say it that way? Because women are the pillars of life. I'll put it that way. Because there's nothing that can be done if she's not willing. And that's on period. That's nothing else. I say that shit so clear because I'm looking directly at it. And then it's just, oh man, have so much compassion for y'all moms, for y'all mothers, for y'all sisters. It's important. And I've always had that about me. It didn't really matter who it was or where I known them from. It just, I'm on a type of time where I'm not missing much besides the bullshit. Now I know about the bullshit, but I'm not focused on it. It's not that time for me. So all I want to conclude this with is I was avoiding the pain of, I would say, disarming ignorance in a word. That's the easiest word I could use to say it, and the only tool is love. And after you use love, then here comes all the wisdoms and all the knowledge and insight, and it just finds its way in. And then it just changes all the things. So you got to find the patience within yourself to say, what pain in my life have I thought is worth avoiding? Because here comes the next part. I'm not just telling my story, family. I go into spirit about everything. And when I feel and feel out these illustrations, I feelize this insight, and I put this emotion to word, right? When you avoid pain, you also avoid your ability to grow spiritually, because the dynamic of spirituality is becoming more of God, love, becoming more of God, yourself, you, God, being all of you, should be a container to hold all of you, because that's the dynamic in which spirit holds the thought of man. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're just like growing into the next container that's holding us already, basically. So if you deny all the opportunities to expand yourself, then you kind of only expand yourself in ways that you prefer, but then at the same time, the ones that are really going to crystallize your growth are the ones that you've already been given. There's a saying that I have right now. It goes like, it's in my memory. It'll be here in a couple seconds. Along the way, you just want to give yourself the opportunity to grow spiritually. And, oh, there it goes. The greatest gift a man receives is before he was born. And it kind of reflects all the things that you didn't hand select. You feel me? I told you I was going to be here in a second. And you always have to just know. And the things that you don't hand select, your parents, hand, meaning like your hand, but the selection is still the same, you understand, in the soul dynamic. But the hand selection is what I'm speaking towards, because you didn't consciously hand select something from the body. Those things are the most priceless teachers, because they've already have everything for you to see it already. You don't have to go nowhere. It's already where you are. And it's the most powerful thing that I'm interpreting for myself right now, because I also noticed that when you don't have problems, you're not cultivating as many solutions, so your level of creativity is a little bit plateaued. But then in the sense of experiencing problems or helping other people with their problems, your creativity is always being called out. It's like your creativity is always being asked to perform. And this is called mental fortitude in a dynamic, because your mind adapts to the awareness that I don't know what a problem means to me, besides here comes a solution, because I don't know what else to do with problems besides solve them. I don't know anything else to do. And I have a solution for every problem, because I'm a walking solution. And I know that you know this, because you're a walking solution too. And to go ahead and end this transmission download on a positive note, go ahead and cast your mind to a space where you remember one time you've been a solution today. You was a solution. You held the door open for somebody today. That's one. You helped use a solution. You cooked the food yesterday, and everybody had some food today because you was a solution. You took someone in the ride because you do the Ubers, or you deliver somebody's food today because you a DoorDasher, or you gave somebody a good day, and somebody turned around and was like, man, I'm so thankful for meeting somebody like you. You gave somebody a good experience. You let somebody know that love still exists. You're a solution too. And if you know that you're a solution, then what really is a problem besides the opportunity? See, it just makes the lightness feel like the truth, because that's exactly what it is. I find myself not even needing to engage my intelligence to help somebody. I don't even have to engage my own intelligence. It's so interesting. I literally just have to be a presence, because my whole vibration says and does everything that's needed. That's like 75 to 85% of the time. So allow yourself to be the solution that you've always been. And if you want to, go ahead and in your journal, if you should have a journal. I'm just going to assume that you got a journal already, so then you can go get ahead and assume which journal is yours when you get to the store. Because go ahead and write in your journal just three things that you've been a solution for today. If it feels pretty cool, go ahead and fill up the page. Of just a whole bunch of different places you've been a solution. I've been a solution to, and just write the names of the labels, right? Illustrate that. You feel me? So this is definitely huge, because This is so deep to me. I feel like a couple videos I've already said, man, this is probably the deepest shit I've ever told y'all, but I feel like this also trumps all of that. And I'm gonna keep coming with the realness because honor y'all mothers. And why? Because the women on the planet Earth are in the wrong place right now, because the eye that sees her sees an object and doesn't see God. And that's called colonialism. That's called Eurocentric life. Well, I can't even say Eurocentric life because that shit is dead. So I guess I gotta say Eurocentric deaf culture. I gotta make sure deaf culture. Cause look at that shit. I don't know what else to call it now. So I'm gonna call it what I feel like. You can feel all about it however you like and call it what you want. Shit. I don't care. But I know what it is and I don't need nobody else to tell me. So with that being said, also, man, y'all roots is the most important part of the tree. Yes, indeed. The roots is the most important part of the tree. I'm over here looking at this tree like, hey, don't leave me out the conversation. Ooh, oh, shit. And the sun like, hey, just go ahead and let that shit out, mouse. Woo! I feel so good. I feel so good, bro. Woo! Woo! All right, let me finish the video. Woo! Okay. I hope you enjoyed the laugh with me. Sometimes you gotta laugh it off. Whew. Vibrations gotta just heat up some other place. But truly, family, the path of avoiding pain. I gotta call it. Where you going, camera? The path of avoiding pain. I gotta call it as I know it, because that's what I just did. I avoided the pain, but at the same time I gained. So I can't say it was a waste. It wasn't, because it wasn't. So, but then it makes me also think about this other path now, because what's the most painful path? That's really what I'm thinking now. But why am I thinking that? Because, well, first I know I can't be destroyed, because I'm the consciousness of God. I'm walking in my super form. So, super excited. But I have a higher knowing. Death is not a dynamic of termination. It's a termination of transitionings into a wholeness, into a new transitioning, into a new wholeness, into a new transition, into a new wholeness, and it just continues. So I'm just super excited. Just super excited. So with that being said, just go ahead and just sink into your inner smile today, and give yourself that is already yours. And that you don't need no requirements to check, no boxes to check, and it's just a choice. And if you just choose it, you can smile about it all day. All right, but yeah, so this part 2, y'all, and definitely want to shout out all of the family walking with us on Instagram. Y'all better tune into my 10K dance video, because, man, I'm so grateful that we had 10K people on Instagram say, knowledge yourself? Oh, yeah, I'm building with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really do this for numbers, but at the same time, I want to put my mindset in a state of reverence and understand that this that I'm doing is worked, and it's going to continue to work, because at the end, it's complete. So y'all can walk with me. Super excited. It's your brother Gademshi, and I'm gonna sign in with y'all later. So with that being said, I'm here with you now, right here in love. Peace.